My name is Gabriel Flores, presenting today a picture slideshow that I comment on each of the pictures. There's like 10 pictures. They're all interesting, nice looking pictures in my opinion, but as I found each picture is I'm discovering crazy stuff. And I think that's just partly because of me, where I'm at in my mind state. So keep that in mind when you hear some of my commentary that at this point in my life, the reason why you're hearing negative stuff is because I'm treated negatively and I'm constantly being hurt and attacked and stuff like that. So, but I do provide facts. Like, for example, this first image that popped up is a minority looking chick. She's pretty, in my opinion. I think she's somebody that I could probably think about dating. I would have to be around her to be able to really tell and see the type of person to see the type of person she is. But from this standpoint, from a physique standpoint, she looks pretty hot to me. She has fairly like medium length hair, and it's not all curly, but it is curly. It's done up fancy. So she's currently out. She's not like at work. I wouldn't say. I would, if I were to guess where she was at, I would say she's not at work because she looks like she's dressed up pretty nicely. So in cases like that where I provide you straight facts, but sometimes I get to a point where I'm saying, "Oh, this is bad," or "This I hate this picture" and stuff like that. Keep in mind, it's just my opinion, and a lot of it has to do with just what I'm feeling inside, and it's just my facts, and it might not even be true to you, but stick around, listen. It's entertaining stuff. Car Gurus image first. There's a Jeep, a picture of a Jeep, and just it looks like this must have came. This was an advertisement, so and it almost looks like a screenshot of their website of how their website is. So there, it looks like in their advertisement, what they're doing is they're showing you what their website looks like, and it's pretty dope because you can shop for cars in like a way that you can just slide through different images, and the way it's set up, it's a really cool way that they did it, and and you can see it looks almost like a pyramid esque type thing, and you can slide through each of the images to shop for a vehicle. So they're advertising that aspect of their website, and these cats, I don't think they even have a physical location, so that totally makes sense to me, and that's a pretty cool thing. Screenshot edited of a music mix pack that I procured from the Music Maker Jam store. Music Maker Jam is a music making software that I utilize to create West Coast gangster raps, hip hop, and spoken word poetry. And in this case, you guys are probably wondering why I have heavy metal type music in there, and because for several reasons, because I wanted to make my instrumentals unique. It was free, it was easy to get, it was what they provided me with, and I do like some of the sounds. I'm not a fan of heavy metal. Easily say that I'm not a fan of heavy metal. I don't like enjoy the sounds. It's too loud and they scream. But I do like some of their guitar work and bass work and stuff like that. And that's just my opinion. I would encourage anybody to go listen to it themselves and develop their own opinion. And that's probably because I come from a hip hop background too. That probably feeds into a lot of my reasoning into just being able to just fuck. I can use the guitar. I don't like heavy metal, but I can still use the instrumentals. But at the same time, Music Maker Jam says I can use it. They say that I can use it, and so it's kind of cool. And I'm wondering where it's going to lead to, because it looks like it is leading to something. So we'll see where that journey goes to. It's an application, so you think journey like what from an application you got from a Google Play Store, huh? Image here of what it's a square. It's a like a square shape. looks like in the center of it's black. It's like a dark. It's all black, but there is a silver border that changes shades. But so it's not like a solid silver, but it gets darker in some areas. But it is a border. In the center is something that looks like a satellite, like an outer space satellite or an outer space radio transmission receiver box, something that is out in outer space to retrieve to catch um, high tech signals from Earth to for the scientists to do measurements is what it looks like. But it also looks like it's an imaginative thing. This is a piece of art, so I would also consider that. I would say, yeah, that it's probably just it's not like a real thing, but that's what I came up with. This is another mix pack I have. I don't even know the name of this mix pack, but I just wanted to kind of gather. I thought it was a good idea to get screenshots of all the images because they are mix packs that I currently have in my mix packs section of the software. And every time, anytime I want to do a project, I have to wait for them to load before I can get into my projects. So it's just like, I go over there and I wait for them to load up. And, the more time I sit over there waiting, I just start thinking of stuff to do because I'm sitting there doing stuff that's wasting my time. And so I just start thinking of other stuff. And I don't even think twice about I'm veering off track or this and that because none of that stuff matters to me. So, if that's something that matters to you guys and you see it doesn't matter to me, it's an opportunity for you guys to make a positive impact. What could be a positive impact? Because you can't say it wouldn't be a negative thing. So it could only be positive, but not doing it isn't negative in my opinion. Anyways, I got lost and went off on a tangent there. This is just like it. The picture is it's a dark gray type color, pretty much this monochromatic type color, as opposed to this mix pack image, which is multicolored and has a lot of stuff going on. Looks organized. There's a lot of stuff going on, but at the same time, it looks organized because it looks like I can almost see layers. Like if you look at the top first and you work your way down, you can almost see lines going across from that. Is the lines are comprised of the different like stickers that they have there, and they put the stickers, they lined up the stickers evenly, so it looks like there's like lines, like horizontal lines going across. Let's look at closer at one of these stickers that they have. I see a number 8 and a 0 next to it, so that's 80. There's something next to that, but I don't know what it is. And then behind the 80, and where I located the 80 is in the lower right corner of the picture, lower right corner, and is purple pink color. But on the bottom of and behind the 8 and the 0 are little like round type things, fluffy looking things. I don't know what they are. There's a lot of stuff on here that are in like shapes. I don't know if you call them shapes or what, but they don't strike anything that I've ever seen or that I could say, well, that's an apple, that's a bean, that's a potato. So I don't get why people do stuff that's not accurate, and and I'm probably guilty of it too, and I'm only recognizing it because I'm just sitting here just looking at just these pictures. But sitting here from this point of view, I don't understand why people do stuff that isn't relevant to real life. It doesn't make sense. When you come up with an idea, fuck, I hope it relates and is actually a part of reality. Shit, because, and from this point, it makes sense thinking back on some of my ideas that aren't as disconnected from reality. And sometimes I'm like, this isn't that good of an idea because I didn't get that far away from reality. But, was that really my intention on these goals? But from this standpoint, it's almost feeding into a way for me to just like overcome that altogether. If that makes sense, I don't know. This image is a square again and is of another mix pack in my Music Maker Jam application. There is a border, there are words on it in a weird color, there's some weird kind of creature and a person, a human being standing there, cartoon-esque, everything, the creature's cartoon-esque. The human being is wearing dark clothing and a hoodie. This, as you guys know, out there in YT YouTube universe, is the most powerful man in the known universe, the most powerful cat in the Milky Way galaxy, the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Yeah, I know he's not popular, and you can see in this, he does a lot of funny, crazy stuff that I catches my attention. And this caught my attention. I didn't even notice who posted it in FB, but it was in the news feed, and I immediately had to grab the picture because it made me crack up. And as you can see, the face, I don't know where it came from, how it came about. It's just hilarious. At this point, I don't even care where the funny face came from, because it's to the level, the funny face is to the level that it's just hilarious. So I'm not sitting here like, okay, was he talking to a reporter or was he like getting ready to cough? I don't even give a shit at this point because it's so damn funny, the face that he's making. So that's as opposed to another picture I was looking at in one of my other slides where I was like, is she singing, or why is her mouth open? This is as opposed to that. This image is a recurring image, and I like it. It's a really cool, modern, hip image, positive vibe, cool vibe I'm getting from it. And you know, it looks like she's in a really like a cool. I don't want to say like vacation. Yeah, we'll say she's on a really cool vacation right now, and she's looking at something funny. She's having fun on her phone. And so is there a break in fun at, you know, where she's at? Is she alone? Is she just always on her phone? And being on vacation is no different. Let's get some solid facts. She's wearing a black dress shirt. It's not a typical shirt because of the way that it goes around her shoulders and her chest. It's designed differently, and it's more of a model clothing, is what it looks like. And the her shirt has some texture to it, lines, long lines going through it, which just elevates the level of her appearance to me. And I'm not quite sure how to take it. I don't know what it means, but other than she looks really nice, it looks really cool. And okay, you know, I don't know. I wish I could have thought of something a little bit faster, but we ran out of space. And now this one, another recurring ad I'm getting via one of the several places I roam around here on my smartphone and on the internet. Pretty cool. One of my favorite ads thus far. I got the white border on the top and the bottom. I like it because they have it organized. They have an American flag in the background, so they're showing patriotism. And if I remember correctly, this came from a government ad. That's why on the right side of this red rectangle, it says free smartphone plus free monthly service, fast and easy sign up. Exclamation, because I believe this has something to do with like some kind of government program, and hence the American flag in the background. But you know, the smartphone, why is it this smartphone? Why don't we have that information more available on this particular shot? And you know, it's not my fault that I focused on this shot of the ad, because you know, it's not my fault because they created the ad and they should have been aware that every functioning part of this ad because I don't know if this was just one part of the ad or if it's the entire ad or what. They should have known to put that information everywhere so I could get the correct information. But if that's not their intent, fuck them. I don't give a fuck. We'll come back around, I'm sure, because I'll see that ad again, and I like the ad, so we can just keep adding to it. Veterans Affairs, both the V and the A are capitalized. This came from a personal email that they send me every so often, just regarding updates and stuff continuing to go on that they are always doing. And this one actually reaped some benefits because they were advertising for a free flu shot that was being handled by Walgreens for free for veterans all the way through March of 2020. And I was able to get over there this weekend, yesterday, to get a flu shot. And so that's pretty cool. And, I just went there to the pharmacy. I showed them my ID. They looked me up in the system, and he gave me the shot, and he said, I'll send the VA record of the vaccination. So I thought that's pretty cool. The VA and Walgreens have a communication channel. I find that comforting, and it makes me sleep a little bit better at night. And I'm glad I'm looking into these emails, because before, I really don't care about these emails before, at the point in my life, because I was so high speed in other areas that the VA was the furthest thing from my concern. But now being diagnosed with PTSD and psychosis and other just crazy shit, fucking hearing evil voices and stuff like that, just bad mental stuff going on with me. I'm over there a lot, so I'm past due for looking at some of this stuff. Burials and memorials. A few words that I isolated in the email. They send so much stuff. I just grabbed a couple things that stuck out, because these emails they send are, I'm telling you, like 5 pages long, and I'm just overwhelmed just looking at it. I don't know where to start. So burials and memorials is interesting for me, because being a veteran, no matter what, they will always pay for my burial if I choose so, if I don't have other means of burial and stuff like that. And just, war victims and stuff like that makes me think of cats who are KIA, killed in action. Workforce development, don't know where this came from. Doesn't really strike a chord with me, but it was a part of a larger thing that I just cropped out everything else and just grabbed this. And my theory behind it is, when somebody is trying to admit an idea to you, every part of the idea they're trying to admit should be in every aspect of everything that they're doing. In every sentence should be their idea that they are trying to convey. So that when cats like me go and crop out just certain segments, I'm still able to get the correct information. Because as you see from right there, I gathered zero information. This is a recurring ad again for a software company. Shit that I don't really care about, but some people do. They appear to be making money. They have ads coming out to me. I don't ever envision myself like being able to utilize this, because from what I've learned so far, this is a business to business type software company, and I'm just an individual. So, and I can do FaceTime and Facebook video calls already without needing that software. So maybe a little bit more technical information may be the spark. Anyways, my name is Gabriel Flores. That's a picture of me right there, guys, wearing the green bandana and the big old smile, glasses, longer hair, and a collared shirt. I'm actually wearing that shirt right now. I got to check out of here. I hope you enjoyed the slideshow. Peace out, world.